Hey, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? This is Kelly D. I'm up now. I waited like 20 minutes before I had the last video. Yeah, I had an epiphany moment last night where I'm over liking someone that didn't like me back and was constantly rejecting me and dissing me and talking to me like I ain't shit, and I find out that I'm glad they didn't like me. What if she had a penis? I probably had to beat her brains out, hey, what? Or what if she, was convicted of some crime? What if she was a pigeon instead of a dove, or a chicken instead of a eagle, a buzzard instead of a hawk? I mean, come on, man. What if she was a fish called Wanda instead of a Thelma or Louise? Come on, man. Really? Yeah. But I'm really happy that I have women that do like me. Even when I go to Wilderness City, I have someone out there. You know who you are. I like you too. I'm not ready to get married right now. I'm just going to enjoy my life a little bit. But if it happens, it happens. But I am a nice guy. I'm a very good, I consider myself a true Southern gentleman. I don't talk now and tell all my business. I learned about that. I got some hating ass old Dominic chicken hens over there at Woodhead Hills that live over there that, I might have liked a couple of them, but they had issues and problems, probably, substance abuse and just for their mouth. That's why they're by themselves. Try to like somebody, but you can't like nobody that's got problems themselves. Me, I don't use drugs. I don't drink. I'm not a felon. I'm not a closet homosexual, woman abusing, pedophile. I mean, come on, man. I got a good going on. Get ready to start working, making big money. Got this beautiful home here with an outside view, view to a kill. Come on, man. That's the hill where Hawks are listed on, and yeah, I put I'm going to do my music, and I think blessed pretty good, people here. And Wilderness City, man. Wilderness City is better than any other clubhouse structure place I've been to. Where they made me go, I was court ordered to either, and two, better than any mental health system I've ever went to. That's why I've overcome a lot and able to sit here in my bed and enjoy myself and and not, itch and scratch from my nerves and break out and look like I'm on drugs, like I'm having itches. Heroin is where I don't do drugs. Haven't done drugs in a year and God, 20 years maybe I haven't drunk anything. Well, I haven't drunk any alcohol or smoked any reefer in probably like 8 years, 9 years. Longer than that for cocaine, 1989. And I haven't done any mushrooms or acid in 20 or 30 years. So, yeah. Yes, I had an epiphany moment. They want to go get the rest of these, what is it, 7 teeth on the bottom pulled to get my false teeth, my dentures, and I might have surgery on my stomach to get it taken off, or either. Well, I probably do, though, is exercise. What my doctor told me, Dr. Bailey told me to go out there and exercise, and DJ Bailey told me to exercise, and Miss Robin and Karen have got me backed up. That's my therapist, my caseworker. Have got me backed up where I drink water instead of soda. Caffeine is bad, it's nasty, too. Numbers, sludge sugar, real sugar in sludge format, sticky sugar, melted down, just a lot of sugar, and caffeine. And sodium too, salt is bad. And I'm on a health craze now, and I'm going to lose the rest of the stomach and whoever I meet. And you guys out there that's, like me, you like any kind of woman, black, white, red, green, purple, whatever's in the universe is there, and she's lovable and she loves you back. It's like telling people somebody loves you back, you know. When somebody loves you back, you know. I like that. That's a good. I like to hear that. When somebody loves you back, you know. Get the family reunion, you know. We are family. I got all my family with me. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. I'll be playing the bass like old Now Rogers, though, Bernard Edwards. I'll be bam, 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 dun, dun. Instead of being like, the whole town's laughing at me. Silly fool, how could you lose such a good thing? I mean, something never was anyway. They went to town laughing at me. I'm more head heels, but hey, I'm moving on up to the sky. Got a deluxe apartment in the sky. And moving on up to the sky. I finally got a piece of the pie. My beans don't burn in the kitchen. My beans don't burn on the grill. Ah, man, that's real talk. Turn up and it's right in. I got to get up, get in. Now I'm up in the big leagues. Long as I'm living, it's me and me, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm moving on up to the sky. I finally got a piece of the pie. Be like some of these stuffy ass church folks here around you know, my over the hillside neighborhood, you know, here's some of these old church folks my age and a little older. Look at you like, he might be down, but we can dump on his ass. You know, like, fuck you, you know. I am who I am. And all you some of you fellas out there, like I was saying, like any kind of woman, me, I grew up liking African American ladies, black girls, you know, women, ebony women, you know. If that's my preference, hey. But you know what? If you don't gotta be prejudiced and hate me for whatever reason, oh, I ain't talking to you, nasty, fat, ugly white man. Well, you know what? I ain't gotta talk to you. Bye. For real. And I ain't prejudiced. I would have had 8 girls if my children had lived, their mothers had been decent and let them live. And, well, 2 or 3 baby mamas that I would have had were decent, but they had, you know, fibroid tumors. You know, they couldn't have children because of the tumors they had. But my children would have been mixed, beautiful little girls, you know. And I grew up, you know, raised by former Black Panthers and Nation of Islam, you know, ministers and folks. They taught me about the system and the man and who was, you know, who's bad, big brother, and all that, you know, what's really going down. And yeah, 110th Street, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And moving a few gardens down the Liberty Street, see an old racist ass white man, boy in the house, old man Thacker. I almost killed his ass and then buried because he was a prejudice. The only thing he didn't do in the projects was wear the sheet over his head. He probably didn't know he would have got killed. Because he was one of those kind of people. Then Daddy Rabbit, Peter Rabbit took me in. Barry. I don't say his name, I didn't say his whole name, but Barry took me in. Everybody used to know him as Peter Rabbit, one of the hardest core gangsters in Durham. Mark Matthew McNeil took me in. Big Anthony Allen took me in. And before he got electrocuted picking pecans in his grandma's tree when we were kids, Ray Nicholson took me in. And he was buddies with Rodney Carolina, and Daryl Nicholson came to my school, you know, when the brothers came to my school. It was all white before. I used to get tarred and feathered and beat up. I had to wear Miss Rogers, Sarah Rogers, fourth grade class, wear a dunce hat that said stupid ass, in lover, big Jew, big chief, you know, faggot, bitch, coward, stupid ass, dumb ass. I mean, can you imagine sitting in school in class, having to sit there and draw doodles and having to wear a dunce hat with cuss words on it, tell you how bad you are and stupid you are? Yeah. Then I have to get bullied by my own cousins and a couple of punks at Bethesda School that some of them actually didn't end up over there around. You can go swimming back there behind Kimbrell's. Whoops! Durham has a lot of nasty secrets, you know, when you La Cosa Nostra around Durham and, you know, these little places. But I will say, I did have mercy on some of my bullies, you know, growing up. I let them have their lives and their families and move places and blah, blah. But then I fought the Ku Klux Klan, blew up one of their headquarters. Almost beat a prejudiced cop half to death, made him a paraplegic because he was calling me on my homeboy that I grew up with, Pinky, called him a boy. I'm like, that name ain't boy. Ended up beating this son of a bitch, got much between his life with a black stick. Then the police told me how to leave Durham. Well, I ended up in Golden Meadow Park in the creek, you know. So I had to fake my death. A lot of people were mad with me when I came back to Durham in 2007. Hey, man, we thought you were dead, man. We had a service for you. Well, hey, man, it was what it was. I moved to Johnson County. Middle of Klan country. Started a damn rap with a Klan rally down there. First one I ever seen Klan rally, actually. And they talk about my first two babies, daughters were getting ready to get born before they passed. And they had these fools out there with these white sheets on talking about, you know, killing my children, and my parents need to be shot and killed. And so they had one, he's a big man in Europe now, in England, in the EU, I don't know who it is, Mr. Jukes. His front grill is all fake, where my big red brick broke his fucking teeth. And I pulled their hoods off their faces, and hey, they were town council members, police chiefs, and blah, 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 store owners, Sunday school teachers, preachers, white that is, in Benson. And a riot occurred in the streets, and ever since then, you know, they lost their power. My ex-wife's family, the Clarks and Clayton, I heard that they sued the shit out of them too for something happened with them. Well, they don't have that sign on East River Bridge anymore. Down there in Smithfield says Home of the Klan. And that's when someone around here tells me, I see a beautiful lady, she's a black lady, you know, whether she's dark or light, whatever. I like dark skinned women because preferably they're nicer to me and more accepting of me. It's all about somebody liking you back and accepting you for the way you are, you know. Hey, be yourself, you know. I have a lot of African American gay friends as men. Hey, be what you is. I'm not myself. I'm not gonna hate you or judge you. Now, that's why I can say I love God, I love Jesus. I'm not one of these fake ass, bitch ass people that's religious, that ain't spiritual, saying, oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I don't do no sin. I don't do nothing. I don't slip up and fall and blah, blah, blah. Even when they lead us, I keep it real. I'm not naked before Jesus. If I'm naked, it's because I ain't got my clothes on. I ain't trying to hide them from the public or from God. I put myself out, that's why I do the suicide prevention. And the Lord knows, why should I hide from Him? If I gotta hide from Him, I ain't gonna hide from people, from the public. I'm the way I am, the way I have been, and this is me. And as far as some of you fellas that like, you know, the swing, you know, dating different types of women, whether they white, black, red, brown, whatever color the rainbow they is. Be careful. When these females reject you and diss against you and show they racist and all that stuff, bye-bye. See ya. Wouldn't want to be with you. So you ain't got to worry about that, sweetheart. Just because I'm down don't mean I'm going to kiss your ass. 'Cause your ass is just as nasty as mine. And I ain't about the big butts anymore. Sir Mix-a-Lot talk about he like big butts and he couldn't lie. Well, I got a big butt to be a man, and it's kind of hard sometimes being big to have to wipe that's back there. That's why I shower sometimes, hey, it is what it is. But I want to tell you fellas, watch out, because some of these females, you might have this light moment, they say, oh, he's stalking me, he obsessed with me. When you have an epiphany moment, like myself, you be like, hey, I be who I am. I keep it real. Yeah, I believe in some of what Louis Farrakhan say. Minister, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. I do like, and he's like Jesus to me, I guess you could say. The Dr. Reverend William J. Barber. That man is a gift from God. So is the Reverend Jesse Jackson. And my man always gets into things for people. Even if they're wrong, he finds out they're wrong, he leaves them alone. But his Reverend Al Sharpton, yes. But I'm also really fond of Dr. Billy Graham. He was around here. And some other leaders of different minorities and races, white being a minority. They ain't the majority to me. Everybody is a minority because, hey, we're all different. Minority to me is just being different. And when you're different, you'll be despised, you won't be loved, and you won't be accepted, and all for what? Because of misunderstanding. Not understanding and knowing about another culture or another person's ways or beliefs. And these bullshit family traditions we're growing up to believe, some of us that have them. I always speak in my accents too. I don't want to say, myself as being you, but me as being I. Me, myself, and I, De La Soul, We will speak like a Tribe Called Quest, So therefore, I want to say, on that mix, and throwing in the mix too, I've had two, say me real stepdaddies, but one I've known since I was a teenager, and one who knew me when I was a child in the neighborhood. He and his wife were very good people. And I'm still getting over the death of Mrs. Jazz, Daddy Jazz. And I told him a lot of times, I love you, Daddy. He is my daddy. Somebody asked me in my building, man, that man ain't your daddy, he's black. Just because you ain't my motherfucking brother don't mean that man ain't my daddy. You ain't my daddy. And what you can do to yourself, bye-bye. Either step or squash it. We can put this on World Star Hip Hop and Battle to the Death, Gladiator style. Or you can squash it with me. Leave me the hell alone. Be the cowboy, chicken shit, Mr. Ding Dong that you is, and get the hell on with your little penis issues, whatever you got with you. Even try to come up against me, If I don't agree with someone's lifestyle or blase, which I don't like religious folks. I don't like church folks that's mean and judgmental. And they're not like the man in the mirror. When Jesus Christ told me about the man in the mirror, from real Christian folks out there in the streets like the world in the city. Man, also, I had to give a shout out to my current apostle, prophet, and her husband, pastor. They know who he is. I'm not going to call their names because, they cussing. So I'll say Hatan. Apostle Hatan and Pastor Hatan, two very good people who preach the truth. I ain't going to judge you and persecute you. Well, some of the members might do that because they esteem each other as high like Jesus and God. But I'm going to tell you, some church leaders I've seen recently have been some good ones. Really. Not about family. Not about race, but about everybody in the mix, The unconditional love that Christ speaks about. But back to the relationship thing. I had an epiphany last night. I'm really glad this woman doesn't like me. You know, I'm glad I ain't gotta be Lisa Bonet's husband. You know, instead of being Liberty Kravitz. You know, I had to be the dude she married on the Cosby Show. What was his name? Devin or I can't think of his name. He had curly hair. He was kind of a nice, effeminate-like guy. He's more like a white boy, I guess, but he had money, and that was influential family, I guess. And two, his mother and sister Cosby couldn't bop her, I guess. And, you know, I used to always think Felicia Shaw was a beautiful lady. One person I did like off the show, though, I used to like the little bitty girl when she grew up to be in movies, especially Tyler Perry movie. I can't know her name, but Keisha Knight Pulliam, yes. I like Raven Simone. I like how she did. She came out the closet and, you know, hey, she's who she is, and she still supports her beliefs. You go, Raven. Keisha Knight Pulliam. But my favorite was the guy that played the son, Malcolm Jamal Warner. He seemed like a really nice fellow, you know, a real nice guy, brother. You know, he don't seem like Mr. Cosby. Mr. Cosby, he got some shit about him, you know. I heard he did, you know. But, you know, fellas, no matter how much you like a woman, you're either, you know, obsessed, infatuated, curious, whatever it is, sexual, anything about a female, or you're really, really in love with her, head over heels, you see the best in her, that it's like seeing Jesus walks, you know, over in the water in front of you, coming to you. Come, my son, come to the kingdom, you know. Next thing, best to the rapture. Feeling that is, you think it is. And she disses you and she hates you. And I want you to kill yourself right at the button, because DJ Napoleon and so said that what you really said and blah blah blah, and you talking about me blah blah blah. Even though I told him he was a run ass mouse. He was Mighty Mouse and a midget and a rat. Blase, blase. You are too. And fellas, don't go get good after this female. Don't put your hands on her. Get a court order, get your shit out of there with police with you. I just let them know what's up. Oh, yeah, sure. I have a friend, and she's a female, and she'll whoop that ass for you for $10, $20 as a favor, you know. Or you just squash it. So you don't think to yourself, you know what, that's an aha moment. She doesn't like me, and there's all these women in the world, so many women in the universe. Yeah. Bye-bye. So, yeah, this is the world's changed. So, right now, folks, damn. My damn, this shit in the damn ice cream bowl. Wow, I'm getting kind of sleepy again. Anyway, fellas, don't sweat it. If she don't like you, there's more fish in the sea. They can appreciate the fella that you are, the gentleman that you are, and that is good what you have to offer. And remember, fellas, you are someone. And ladies too, you are someone. Someone loves you. You know? Somebody loves you, baby. You know who it is. You know. And Miss Patti LaBelle sang it best. And sometimes, if only you knew how much I do love you. Oh, oh. Hey, don't sweat it. Put your love elsewhere. And say the hell with that. And if it ever comes back around, either you can say, well, maybe, or no, or like myself, 2 strikes, you out. Bye. Ain't no second chances here. Cause you is nasty. You's done. Last slap goes to Jack. I am the run. Yes.